Hi and welcome. My name is Katka Nair and you're watching Synchro Shakti. So a really long time ago, a Facebook friend of mine made a Facebook status inquiring whether other people who go through anxiety go through similar anxiety symptoms as he does. And some of those symptoms were, double vision, bloating in the abdomen, difficulty breathing, yawning to catch your breath, exhaustion but can't sleep, lots of muscle twitches, hallucinations, sore chest, feeling faint, and all the many different sensations that come along with the territory of going through anxiety or anxiety disorders. So I myself, having gone through years of that and come to the other side, and now I coach people on how to get over that, when I read this message, when I read this status, I felt very inspired to talk about it, because a lot of people's anxiety and panic actually is triggered by these symptoms because they don't understand what's happening to them, and the symptoms are so distressing and scary that it causes them to panic even more. So the reason why I'm making this video is, if you're going through anxiety or panic and you're familiar with these sensations and you're scared about them and you're afraid of being or having these sensations, I want to put your mind to rest by explaining what is happening, so that you realize there's nothing to fear, and that way, as you do that, your fear levels come down, anxiety levels come down, and as your anxiety levels come down, the symptoms themselves would dissipate. Why? Because all of these symptoms is literally your body's protective mechanism to protect you from the threatening situation, which in anxiety, in the case of anxiety and depression, is located in your mind, is your thoughts that are threatening. So it's just your body's reaction to the fight or flight response is to either help you fight the situation or flee from the situation. So either way, it's helping you. So having said that, I want you to realize that you're not crazy, you're not going crazy, you're not going to die. All of these symptoms are just symptoms, they're just sensations. Nothing more scarier than an itch on the back. No matter how distressing it feels, it's nothing more than just an itch on your back. And why am I blatantly saying this? You'll realize when I explain this video. Now, before I say anything else, I'm going to be discussing 10 most common anxiety symptoms that are experienced by people who go through anxiety. And there are a lot more, but if I have said something in this video and I did not address a symptom that you go through most, then just put it in the comment section or email me or direct message me on Instagram, and I will explain it to you, or I'll make another video about it. So do not worry, I'm there with you with whatever symptom you're going through. I'm going to explain it to you. So because there are 10, I'm going to be doing 5 in this video and 5 in part 2. So if you want to know exactly what is going on with you, I would suggest that you go through both part 1 and part 2. So because I want you to stick around for both the videos, I'm going to give you a list of the 10 that I'm going to talk about. So the 10 are unreality or depersonalization, derealization. Second is nervous tics and twitches. Third is tingling sensations. Fourth is weak legs or jelly legs. Fifth is blurred vision or anything to do with vision. Sixth is missed heartbeats and just anything to do with your heartbeat. Seventh is nausea, vomiting, fear of nausea and vomiting. Eighth is the fear of passing out or actually feeling faint. Ninth is breathing issues, anything to do with the issues breathing. And 10th is disturbing thoughts. What is going on behind those disturbing thoughts? So if you are interested to know what all of these symptoms mean, what is actually happening at the scientific level to show that you have nothing to worry about, there's nothing medically wrong with you, and actually make you understand what is actually going on, then do stick around for both the videos. Having said that, let's start off and go towards symptom number 1. Symptom 1 is unreality or DPDR, depersonalization, derealization. What that is experienced like in the anxiety context is that you begin to experience this life and everything around you like a dream or like a movie, and you're kind of watching it from a very removed perspective. You're removed from reality, so everything looks very unreal to you. It looks like a cartoon or a dream or a film. Even though it sounds scary, what's actually happening is that when you are in that state of anxiety and the stress is so much, the stress chemicals start building up and it starts causing a delay in the information being passed through your neurotransmitter sites. So when there's a delay, it causes your brain to perceive reality slightly slowly, and that's why you begin to experience things as unreal. Symptom number 2 is nervous tics and twitches. This is very self-explanatory. This is when your body is kind of doing its own thing. Your hands, legs, your jaw, everything is just twitching and ticking. And sometimes it's violent shakes. In my case, it used to be my legs used to kind of do this all the time and wouldn't stop. Now, what is actually happening is that there is excess stress in your body, nervous energy in your body, and that nervous energy needs to be released. So these tics is your body's natural mechanism to let go of or release the nervous energy. So my advice to you would be, let it get as bad and as worse as it needs to. Don't try to suppress it, because when you suppress it, it only builds up the nervous energy and makes you more anxious. So the whole thing is just let it be. Allow it to take its course and let go of that nervous energy. It's protecting you. It's doing things for your good. Sensation number 3, tingling sensations. Now that shows up as pins and needles in your mouth and hands and feet, and it's kind of like a very normal response to stress, because stress causes a lot of parts of your body to go cold and numb, and when that happens, the pins and needles thing is accompanied by it. It's like if you sit on your hand for a long time, it's going to go numb and you're going to experience pins and needles. There's nothing life-threatening in the anxiety context of pins and needles and the tingling sensation. Nothing to be worried about. Symptom number 4. This is the jelly legs or the weak legs, where you feel like your legs have become so weak and it's shaking and it won't be able to support you, and your legs are going to give way in the worst possible timing. Now, what's actually going on is that adrenaline is being released into your system, and it's actually what's happening is that it's preparing you to fight or flight that situation, and that adrenaline gives you the illusion that your legs are weak, when actually it's the opposite. Your legs are being prepared to become the strongest versions of themselves so that they can flee that situation or fight that situation. So they're not going to go from under you. They are going to be fine. You're going to be fine. Nothing. And the last one for this video is blurred vision. Alright, blur vision, having a hard time trying to kind of focus on the subject of your reality. Now, what that looks like is quite self-explanatory. You're trying to see somebody, you see things, and you're not able to connect with what it's very, very blurry. Things are going in and out of focus. What's actually happening is that there are 2 explanations to this. One is that when you're in that frightened state, your eyes your pupils dilate, and there's a sudden change in dimension which causes you to start not being able to focus that much and things are blurry. The second explanation is also that when you get extremely stressed out and anxious, your body is so fatigued, the energy is you're so drained that can cause your blurry vision as well, is fatigue. Either way, both are protective mechanisms. Don't worry about it, it will pass. Alright? So these are the 5 for this video. What I'm going to discuss in the next video is things about your heart beating. Alright, vomiting, nausea sensations, fear of passing out, breathing issues, and disturbing thoughts. If you want to know more about that, click here. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope to connect with you here, and I'll see you soon. Lots of love. Bye. Namaste.